6, it's going to be 3rd and goal now. Here's a run with Balaj, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Room to run past midfield. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. And some room to work. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Ryan. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Get up!
Third and 2, now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a run with Geis, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. This is Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, it's Lindsay, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. On the ground, Geis. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
This is Geis on a handoff left. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Gun!
They'll set up to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now guys try to get to the outside, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over, 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 over!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Left side, it's Dorsett. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A toss right to Geis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And McManus able to put it through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Ryan. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Get up!
Third and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Dorsett. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On the ground, it's Geis. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On third down. That's Lindsey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be fourth down. McManus able to put it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And here now come the Falcons. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Freeman again, first down carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it down out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Ryan. Being chased, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Bryant's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Geis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it flop. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Geis. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
McManus now for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in the clock.
But he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because From this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.